Starting a sole trader in Denmark is typically simpler and less expensive than forming a more complex business entity like an APS or AS. The registration process for a sole trader in Denmark is pretty straightforward and generally free of charge. You will need to register your business with the Central Business Register, CVR, with the number that you're going to get from it. And the Danish Business Authority is a government body responsible for registration of a sole trader. And while the registration itself is free, there might be a small fee associated with ordering an official certificate of registration for your business. It's not really necessary because most of the information is available online, but in some cases, some business partners, banks, or other institutions might ask you to do so. Also, if you plan to operate sole trader under a trade name rather than your own name, you might need to register the trade name with the Danish Business Authority, and there might be some fee for that. Also, as a sole trader, you will be personally responsible for your business taxes. There are no separate corporate income tax for a sole proprietorship in Denmark, so you will need to consider your personal income tax obligations be combined with your company tax obligations. Also, operating costs will depend on the nature of your business. Those costs might include rent for your business, utilities, supplies, licenses, permits, and perhaps employing people. So those costs are business specific. You might also want to hire an accountant to handle your accounting for you. Those are the costs that usually in case of a sole trader are far more smaller than in case of APS. But keeping accurate financial records is essential for tax compliance and sometimes can save you a lot of money, because most of the time accountants like ourselves know a lot about different options to decrease the tax. Of course, you have to always pay the tax, but also as an employer, you have the right to deduct a certain group of costs from your profit, so that your base for taxation will be lower. Depending on your business activities, you might also need various types of insurance, such as insurance of liability policy or personal insurance. And the cost here might vary depending on age and location and type of work that you are doing. In many cases, especially when you start a business, there are some marketing and advertising costs and some perhaps initial equipment, some inventory, but this depends highly on the nature of your business. So it's important to remember that as a sole trader, you and your business are generally considered the same for legal and tax purposes. That means that you are personally liable for the business debts and obligations, and your personal assets are at risk. So you can, for instance, compare which business structure, which legal form is better for you by watching some other of our videos when we discuss APS versus, for instance, a sole trader. And if you have any questions about doing business in Denmark, feel free to get in touch with us, and we wish you best of luck with your business in Denmark, as always.